welcome everyone to today's episode of the BatChat. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's very special episode of BatChat. It is an absolute mess in here. I'm trying to hide most of my background here, but I'm just trying to get it real zoomed in on my face. But we have a very, very special episode for you today. Not only do I have a very special guest that is always fun to have on here, we also have a very big announcement with said guest, and I'm really looking forward to that. So what I'm going to do here is just talk to you a little bit about what's been going on lately. I know that we've missed a few weeks of BatChat. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, not only because we're building up towards this big announcement and some of the things that entails, but also just some personal stuff, all good things, nothing bad. It's just been a hectic couple of weeks on my side of the world, and unfortunately, you can only do so much. Something's got to give at some point, and BatChat was just one of those things that just had to give. So hopefully I didn't run anyone off with that, but thank you for everyone who reached out and messaged me asking basically, where the heck are you, man? But I do appreciate the support and everyone checking in. We're good over here. It's just been a hectic couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to come live on here. But hopefully the busy season is over. Well, the busy season's just beginning, but all the stuff that was taking up all my extra time is over now, so hopefully be a little bit more consistent on here. For those of you that are new here, BatChat is a weekly podcast, ideally, weekly podcast that we do live here on YouTube. We will occasionally, especially for big announcements like today, we'll also be going live on Instagram as well. There's actually a link tree in the description below and a link in the description below for you to follow me on Instagram. I'm much more active on there. So if you ever get to where you just miss this beautiful face, you can always go message me on there. And like I said, there's a lot more content on there, and I'm a lot more regular on Instagram. So definitely go give me a follow there if you don't mind. But it is a weekly podcast, and we come here live every Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And so be more than happy to have you guys on here. If you're not able to catch it live, you can always watch it after the fact here on YouTube, or you can listen to it in podcast form on Apple, iTunes Podcast, as well as Spotify and all those other places. I did have some issues there for a minute where it just wasn't syncing for some reason. The third-party podcast distribution that I was using, I'm not going to mention the names, it rhymes with Buzzsprout. They were not sending it out where it needed to go. There was one situation where it was actually my fault, but the rest of the time it was just not getting distributed properly. So hopefully that is taken care of. Arkham Knight Cosplay saying, hey, we missed you, dude, and BatChat, we missed you too. And you also said I'm lagging. Only my wife is the one that can tell me I'm lacking, but I don't really appreciate that from you. No. If there's a lagging issue, I wonder what could be causing that. Is it like my video is not synced up? Because it looks like it is on my end. It could be, let me check the, yeah, I've got good stream health. I wonder if it might be how it's presenting on your end. Because sometimes with these live streams, there's definitely a little bit of a delay there. But it shouldn't be too apparent. Missed you, good buddy. Chunky Mac, I missed you too. Yeah, there's a little bit of delay there. Well, hopefully, I think that it might just be some weird thing with the, oh, no lag now? Okay. Yeah, it might be on your end, buddy. Because it's showing to be good on mine. But like I said, sometimes on these live streams, it just wants to lag a little bit. And for those of you that don't know, I am stalling a little bit for time because we're doing this synchronized announcement here, me and my guest, which it's already a little bit spoiled because you see on the title here, I've got Michael Enoch. He is waiting in the wings over there. I see him. He's over in my little preview here. He's just sitting there just jittery, and he's all excited over there. And we're getting ready to drop a huge announcement for you guys. And it's going to be dropping here in the next few minutes. So I am stalling a little bit. Chunk Mac, yeah, I missed you too, buddy. I'm glad to be back. It's definitely it's been weird, because I enjoy doing BatChat. I look forward to it every week, and to not be able to do it sometimes is a little strange. So I definitely missed you guys as well. Hopefully everyone's been good. I am curious though, because I had a bunch of people message me because we've been kind of teasing this collaboration, teasing a big announcement this weekend, and a few people messaged me trying to figure out what it is, and some people are very off. Some people were pretty close. So I'm just curious to see what you guys thought the announcement, what you guys think it's going to be, and who knows, maybe there's a prize. Now I do know some of you do know what it is, so if you guys are privy to that information, obviously you don't qualify, but maybe if someone can guess, who knows, might throw in a little prize for you. I'm in Sweden, almost in Finland, so a long way. Okay, so we may not be sending you a prize if you figure it out, because shipping over there is ridiculous. Yeah, anything you ship internationally is high right now, so it's just crazy. I went to 3 different post offices today to ship a package to, ship a package to Mike. And the first one I went to, they weren't able to ship it. It's a little rinky-dink country post office, so didn't even have a computer, and didn't have a computer, and so they couldn't process the postage. Went to the next one, and it was going to be $75 to ship it, and the package was not even that big. And I told them, I was like, look, I promise you I can ship it for less than half that. Like, no, it's because of the size of the box. I'm like, look, I'm telling you, I ship stuff like this all the time. I'm telling you, it's cheaper than that. And they're like, well, if you want us to ship it $75, so I told them where they can stick their postage stamp, and then I left, went to another post office, and it was less than half of what they were charging. So I don't know why you would think that the post office, it's all one server, but absolutely, if anyone ships as much as I do, you definitely know going from one post office to the next could be a totally different price point. I have no idea why. There should be no conceivable reason why, but it definitely is. Shipping's just ridiculous, especially international. You and Enoch are getting married, and BatChat is the pastor. No, that's close. There's a joining of forces. It's a holy union, but not the holy union. I don't know about BatChat being the pastor, though. That would be kind of cool, though. That'd be an interesting wedding to watch. Speaking of interesting wedding, I thought I had pictures of it whenever I first announced that when Michael's guest the first time. I had some pictures, and I thought I need to look. I thought I had pictures from Mike's wedding, and they did like a Star Wars themed wedding, which was like really, really cool. I love that. Tool and Die Leather, LOL. Hey, Tool and Die Leather, you might want to stick around. We're featuring something of yours a little bit later, just so you know. UPS is cheapest here. Yeah, UPS tends to be a little cheapest. You're jumping out and what? Jumping out at Superman? No, I don't think I'm going to be getting in Superman's face. Oh, man, greetings from Germany. Hey, greetings from America. That's awesome, man. Got a big reach here today. That's awesome. Chunk, he is a registered minister. Yeah. You are? Oh, yeah, that's right. You are. Interesting. I guess they'll just let anyone be a pastor in Canada. Wow. You save hundreds in postage by switching to Geico. Yes, Joel, that's exactly what happened. I switched to Geico, and that's what happened. Oh man, it's got to stall for a few more minutes. So yeah, Oh, gotcha. All right, nice. Yeah. So, are you already live? Okay. Well, I'm literally on here. You guys are watching all this in time here. So let me join. If it will let me. Request to join. Send request. Go live. Okay.
Here we are. Okay, guys.
Sweet. So we are live. I'm hearing it on both, but it's okay. So we are live on Instagram as well as YouTube. Big fan of you both. Michael is awesome. Bought his first Dark Knight Returns suit. Hey, that's awesome. I'm glad that you got that and you enjoyed that, man. So we are live here on Instagram and on YouTube because that's just how big this announcement is. Really looking forward to this. Unfortunately, so for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you guys get the full experience, but everyone's going to get the same reveal. There's a little bit of a video that's actually going to be doing the reveal. And Mike, if I remember correctly, you're posting that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Arkham Knight cosplay. Can't see Michael. Yeah, we don't have Michael on yet. He's about to go live. Actually, I tell you, I don't want to because I have the interview screen set up showing the reveal, so I got to kind of wait just a second. So I didn't think about that. I should have had two interview screens set up. So you guys can't see or hear Michael just yet. But we've got T-minus 1 minute, and people are liking on Instagram. So like we said, go ahead. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll give you 2 minutes. All right, we can do that. He powdered his nose before the reveal. Michael has, yeah. He got all prettied up for us. So I'll see. I can see these YouTube comments and Instagram comments. Let's see who else talking. It's not letting me scroll down. Oh, come on now. Do it, Derek. Push the button. No, I can't push the button just yet. I can't reveal it just yet. So again, for those of you that are just now joining, this is a live event. So sorry for the few technical difficulties. So we're live on YouTube and Instagram. On both, you can find links to either. I will say, love all you guys that are watching this on Instagram. You're not getting the full experience because there is a reveal video that Michael will be dropping here soon. I think I need to check with him and see when he's planning on dropping that. But then we'll actually do the reveal, and we will be happy to. After we do the reveal, it's not like we're going to do it and then jump off real quick. What we're going to do is, okay, yeah, I'm getting a little echo on my end too, but it's okay. What we're going to do is after the reveal is done, we're going to answer questions because I know a bunch of you guys are going to have some questions about that. So I can. It is echoing on my end though. Mm-hmm. Hello. So there is an echo on my end. No feedback anymore. Okay. All right. YouTube guys, are y'all getting any kind of echo? Because we want to make sure that this is good quality for you guys. Okay. Aaron Brooks just popped in to say hey, and I love you more than anyone else here. Busy here, but took a break. Hey, we appreciate you doing that, and we love you too, buddy. All right. So, are we ready to drop this thing, Mike? Well, you're about to see it now on YouTube. Oh, nice. All right, let's do it. Even though there's gonna be a little bit of a delay there, it's all right. We'll go and do it. Here we go. Dropped. Okay, so now we're back to the interview screen. All right, so now we're ready to do this like regular. So now everyone can see and hear Mike. Can you talk real quick for me, Mike?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Sorry about that, guys. I had like three hands going on four devices, and I've only got two hands. So I know I could have mirrored that camera, but I had no hands left to do it with. You guys will be able to see the video. Derek, let's tell them the big announcement. Let's do it, man. We've teased them long enough. We promised them 3:15. It's 3:19. I know they're chomping at the bit.
Yeah.
So
So
let's do it.
As you guys were able to see from the video, Mike and I are joining forces in a unholy union and creating a cosplay suit business. We don't want to be just a bat suit business. We want to do pretty much whatever suit you guys are wanting. But yeah, we are entering officially into the cosplay suit business, being able to provide custom fit, custom tailored suits exactly to your measurements and to your specifications. And again, we're going to be joining forces and making that work. And very, very excited about that. Let me get over to this screen here because I'm still getting an echo on my end, but I got that fixed. So yeah, we are getting into the bat suit business. I'm very, very excited about it. Not just bat suit, but as well as we're working on Superman suit, working on potentially Green Lantern suit in the near future, or Daredevil. It's really, really awesome. So Tilly Effects said it would be an awesome duo. Yeah, I think it would be a pretty awesome duo. But yeah, that's what we've been teasing for the past few weeks. I'm very, very excited about that. Yeah, there is an echo
I am as well.
There is an echo on Mike's side, guys. It's just part of the issue we're having with doing this on Instagram as well as YouTube, because Instagram won't get their head out of their keister and let us just stream it to there. So we have to kind of do it both, and because of that, there's going to be a little bit of echo. So very, very sorry about that.
So you guys having trouble hearing, if you were just catching up with us, Derek and I have announced we're partnering up. My Muscles, his custom tailoring on some outer suits, which I'm excited for you guys to see what we're about to drop for you. These suits are absolutely phenomenal. I'm super excited that one of these is headed back to me by Tuesday, so I can get my bat put on it and finish something for an upcoming appearance that my wife and I over here at the Bat and the Cat have at Fayetteville Comic Con in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the 23rd and 24th of this month. So looking forward to not only showing you guys this thing today, but being able to let some of you guys that are local here to the North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area pop on out to Fayetteville and see this thing live and in person in 2 weeks. So, it's this partnership's been in the makings for a few months. Probably there's been a little talk that Derek and I are on BatChat quite a bit. God, Mike's on here like 3 times now. Why is Mike coming on today? So here you go, guys. Here it is. Mike's on here and bringing Derek on here. And we've been tagging each other all week long and just teasing this thing and building it up. And, really excited to see for you guys to see what we've got coming out. And, we've got some great friends on here watching in today that are really supportive. And I'm excited to share all this with you guys. So I'm going to kick it back to Derek, who has all the video mojo and can share things. Again, photos I can hold up you guys. It doesn't matter if it's reversed, so we don't have to flip it back and forth. And so, yeah, so take it away, Derek.
Okay, you have sound back. Yeah, there was a little bit of a mix up there. For some reason, it muted both of us, so you should be able to hear me now. There we go. Okay, we got sound. Well, they're saying no sound. Well, I'll go and continue talking, and hopefully you guys will hear me. So, Yeah, we've already made a few suits and very excited about those. And like I said, we've got one that's headed over to Mike as we speak, and he is serial number 0002. The first one is for my good friend Aaron Brooks. We'll be showing those suits later on for the YouTube and Instagram crowd because Mike will just simply hold his iPad up to the screen. Very excited about that. So before we get to that, I do want to talk a little bit about what to be expecting from us, what to be expecting from what we're going to be offering, what we're going to be providing to you guys, how to order. That's obviously the most important thing is how to contact us for a suit, and tell you about a little bit of a promotion that we're running for the first few suits, and very, very excited about that. Hey, we got some cool people joining on Instagram. We got Jim Pallant. Oh my God, that's
Welcome, Jim. I think that bears repeating the announcement.
yeah.
So with Jim Balant, you guys that don't know, my wife and I have been chatting with Jim a little bit. It's absolutely crazy where this thing has taken us over the course of the last 7 or 8 months here, to think that we're actually Jim Balant is jumping in our live feed to see what's going on. Jim, you missed the beginning of the big announcement. What you see here on the screen is my friend Derek Hegwood, also known as DH Cosplay, and we are launching our own line of custom tailored superhero suits, a full bespoke experience using my muscles and Derek's custom tailoring skills. We're going to show some suits in just a moment, first couple of suits from the line. So, Jim, just, man, wow, what an honor to have you here with us, listening in and hanging out with us. So really super excited about this stuff. So yeah, thanks for joining in. And so there you go. That's what you missed in the last 4 minutes since we went live. So
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it back to Derek again, let him keep talking. I just had to say hi to Jim.
Absolutely. And Aaron didn't know which Jim we were talking about. We were talking about Jim Balant, one of the premier DC artists. Of course, I think he did some work for Marvel as well, but one of the premier DC artists of the 90s. Absolutely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, 90s Batman artists. Just really, really fantastic artwork. And yeah, as Chunk said, he's the artist behind the epic Catwoman designs. I think I just want to say this real quick. This is not maybe we need to have a old Jim on BatChat. That'd be cool. But people don't realize that Catwoman never really had a super iconic design. Like when we think about Batman, it's there's variations, but it's the gray bodysuit, the blue or black cape and cowl, the stuff like that. Like we see that, right? But for Catwoman, her suit varied so much from her conception all the way until, in my opinion, the mid 90s, around when Jim Balant came on and came up with a very iconic. I love the purple bodysuit, and it was very sexy, but very just badass. It was such a cool design. I love the mid 90s Catwoman run, so it's awesome to have him on here. I'm a huge fan. Really, really cool. In fact, I was thumbing through some old books that I say old. They're old now, but some old books I've got from the mid 90s and found some Jim Balant stuff. So the fact that he's on this live stream is absolutely amazing. So hey, Jim, the door is always open, my friend. If you ever want to hop on BatChat, that'd be really awesome. Best Catwoman drawn by him, absolutely, no question. So anyway, let's move on to. I did see a few questions about how much we're selling the suits for. We're gonna say that till a little bit later in the chat, because I want to show you these suits first, because I don't want to just tell you the price and then show them to you. I want to show you the suits, and then you'd be amazed at how good of a deal these suits are. I think that's the best way to go about it. So what we're gonna go to right now on the YouTube side of things, we're gonna switch screens here and show you some suits, and then Mr. Enoch there is going to be showing off the suits on his end, and I'll tell you which suit we're showing off. I think the first one is Aaron's suit. That way we're showing everyone the same one. So I'm going to switch over to that screen.
Well, there's showing your suit there. The basic suit that we're offering. So, the basic suit we're offering. Just join us on Instagram. Thank you very much. So, just showing off this. This is an example of our basic suit for Mr. Enoch there. So, what we're calling a basic suit is what you're seeing there. It's a muscle suit with a custom size textured body suit. It's kind of hard to tell on these photos. It's got really nice kind of full texture to them. So, it's not just basic or spandex.
Yeah.
But it's a really comfortable spandex. So what you're seeing there is propelled by tool and which is really awesome. And well, it's basically altering studios. And I don't show that suit yet. I did back here. So our basic suits that we are offering, again, these are custom tailored bodysuits made to your measurements, glued to the muscle suit. We're going to be selling those for $850 shipped in the U.S. So if you live in the continental United States, it's $850 shipped straight to your door. There's like the options color-wise are a little bit limitless. There's a lot of options out there. So obviously these are bat suits. You don't have to get a bat suit. If you want to do like a Superman suit or something along those lines, definitely do that. So that is what we're offering there on the basic suit. But for the first 5 suits, the first 5 guys who come on to get those suits, you're just getting $100. So for the first 5 guys, the basic bat suits or basic body suits, I should say, it's $750 shipped in the U.S. So that's an amazing deal. There's also some little goodies that come with it. Make it really nice. It's a really fun experience making these and customizing it. Fun little things here. But we also offer custom suits too. A Robin suit, yes, absolutely. We can do a Robin suit. You can message us and we can get you set up with a Robin suit, no problem. Here's the philosophy we're taking on this. And before I get into the custom suit we did for my friend here, let me just tell you the philosophy of how we're approaching this. So Mike and I are both known for Batman cosplay. We've been doing Batman cosplay for a while. We understand this is a typecast thing there. We'll make whatever you want. And how we want to be a resource for you guys. So if there's a suit you want to do, message us. The audio's not working. I want to have no audio. Let me switch to a different audio source here and see if we can't get that a little better for you. Because we definitely don't want the audio to be messed up. Audio sketchy. Well, definitely can't have that.
Here. All right, is that a little bit better, guys?
All right, it's a little better.
Okay, so hopefully the Instagram guys are getting a little bit better audio experience. So what I was saying there, hopefully you guys were still able to catch all of that. We want to be collaborators and curators, if you will, for your suit. Obviously, we want to be creators as well. So if you guys have a suit idea for us, just shoot us a message. If we can't make it for you, we could point you in the direction of someone to that can make it for you. But we want to make it for you. There's all sorts of things that we are working on that we want to be able to offer, and that's later on down the road, and we could talk about that a little bit later on. But it's honestly one of those things where, look, if you've got a suit idea, shoot us a message and we will try to make it happen. And I do want to show one other suit that we are that I just finished for my good friend Aaron Brooks. This is an example of one of our custom suits, and something else I do want to say about our custom suits to make this a truly bespoke experience for you guys. All custom suits are one of a kind. It's one for one. So if you get a custom suit commissioned from us, especially one as intricate as this, you will be the only one who has that suit. if we come up with a custom design for you, you are a co-owner of that design, and we will not be reproducing that for anyone else. Obviously we can do some variations and stuff like that, but for the most part, if you design a custom suit with us, then boom, that is your design, and you're the only one that's going to have it. So I want to show this amazing suit here. This is an example of a custom suit that I just finished for Mr. Aaron Brooks. You're seeing it on Instagram as well. Really intricate design there, but man, it turned out so cool, and I'm very excited to be getting that over to Aaron very soon. I'm scrolling through a few different pictures here. So just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a background here, so how this worked is Aaron sent me some concept art that he found that he really liked, and we got on a Skype call and went over a few different design ideas, and we made some modifications to it. And then what we did from there is I came up with a pattern and made the suit, and pretty much brought his dream suit to life. And that's exactly what we want to do for you guys. So there's going back to the basic suits there. Now, I will say this, the custom suits, we said it was $850 for the basic suits. The custom suits are obviously going to be a little bit more than that, but we can totally discuss pricing on that. That's not an issue at all. We'll try to be as competitive as possible with that, but and part of that would be a Skype call, and if your Skype call, FaceTime, whatever is best for you guys. We want you to be a part of the design. I'm being broken into. Hopefully this could be my last transmission. But we definitely want you guys to thank you. We definitely want you guys to take ownership of your design, of your suit. And so whatever design you have, send it our way, and we will do whatever we can to make it work. I am just, the more I see pictures of this suit, the more I'm like, holy crap, I can't believe I made that. And I said that several times as I was making it, like, oh man, I can't believe I agreed to make this. But man, it turned out so great in the process there. Very, very excited about that, and be getting that shipped out to Mr. Brooks, hopefully beginning of next week. Really looking forward to that. So what I'm going to do here is, Mike, I'm going to unmute your microphone if you give me just 1 second, and I'll get to where we can hear you, and then I'll let you talk for a little bit about these suits, and because you've also got a few other items. Did you have some items you want to showcase for us today? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back so people aren't too distracted by this beautiful, majestic suit in the background. I'm going to go back to our main interview screen here, and then I'm going to unmute your mic. That way you have a little bit bigger view here to show off all your products. So, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Enoch.
All right. So, hey, guys, I know I've been sitting here looking at some of you guys for a while. You guys on Instagram probably wondering why you tuned in the live to the Bat and the Cat and listening to Derek Hegwood, but I think you figured it out now. Derek, I don't know if you've been able to keep the Instagram chat too. We've got a lot of comments coming in there. Trek of Borg comes in and talks about how I made his Superman suit. Colby was an absolute pleasure to work with. And that's a good way to introduce the third option we have for our suits as we're kind of doing the brief overview. Colby came to me and he wanted a very specific combination of a few different types of Superman. He wanted kind of that Man of Steel feel with the suit, but he wanted a Kingdom Come logo. He wanted a cape that looked kind of like a hybrid from Injustice, really wide and pleated and big and flowing. And so we were able to do that with the help of our good friend Dave over at Super Geek Designs. I don't know if Dave is going to be tuning in or not, but I do want Dave to know that I have reached out to him and let him know that, his suit was perfect. Dave and I have chatted. He is willing to anyone who needs something that's sublimation dyed, that is not a custom textured fabric type thing. Say you want that you want that Man of Steel without the price of us getting the screen printed fabric type thing. You don't have that type of budget. We can offer a lower budget option by going through Dave at Super Geek Designs. And just to give you guys an idea, Colby, since you're in the chat, do you mind if I share the photo that you sent me of you in this suit? while I'm pulling up photos here. The first one I'm going to share is obviously not Colby in the suit because he doesn't look like a mannequin. So I'll get that up here. It's not going to show up. There we go. You guys on YouTube can see that there. Maybe not that well. You guys on Instagram, here we go. We've got Colby's suit there on a mannequin. The help of Dave over at Geek. If you can see the texturing that's printed in this suit instead of being in the actual fabric. You guys have probably seen my my Dawn of Justice that I revealed recently. Same source for the outer suit. Used Dave over at Super Geek. I gave him some very specific instructions. But it's not something you can just go to Super Geek and order for yourself. The way these suits work are we've got to build the muscle suit first before we know what size to make your outer suit, whether Derek makes it or Dave makes it at Super Geek. So to do that, Derek or I, depending on who's doing the build on the base suit, will take the muscles that I'm making, pad a mannequin that is roughly your height, adjust the limbs and stuff accordingly, pad the chest, the back, the abs, the hips, the legs, the thighs, the butt, the arms, the forearms, the calves, all of it to your measurements. Then we're going to glue the muscles down over a spandex suit that is put on a mannequin padded to your exact measurements. Once that's done, on the suits that we're doing the custom tailoring on, Derek's going to take that and make the suit to fit. I'm going to take those measurements, kick them over to Dave on the suits that we need to have sublimation dyed. Dave's going to cut them. He's going to tweak his design so that it prints the perfect proportions to those measurements and have that suit made. And I'm telling you, I order this suit, boom, 6-8 weeks later, I get it, and I put it on the mannequin over the muscle suit, and it fits perfectly. Before I even start gluing it down, it just looks amazing. And they fit so well when people get them on that, so here's my picture of Colby. I don't think I'll be able to share this to the YouTube crowd, Derek, unless you've got a way to kick a picture up there if I text it to you. But you guys on Instagram can see, I just clicked it with my fat finger and lost it, so bear with me.
If you send me the picture, I can add it into the chat. That's no problem. Just send it through Messenger.
Perfect. Yeah, so let me get back to it because my fat finger got somewhere. So I'm sending that to you, Derek.
Okay.
In Messenger.
Okay.
Done. And now I'm going to hold this up and let everybody see Colby in his awesome Superman suit.
I'm going to save this.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, that was such a fun build. Colby was excited the entire time, and I was just super happy with how the whole thing came out. Colby, you look amazing in that thing. So you guys will see here, I'm going to show my Dawn of Justice off. I'll use the nice, lovely Photoshopped background that my wife was able to put over our garage door and show you guys this is a sublimation dyed suit glued down over our muscle suit. Dave managed to get this thing printed exactly. The proportions, the size, it was a perfect fit. All I had to do was throw it on there and start gluing. Bam, there you go. Now the emblem there is part of the other services we offer. I have several chest emblems, several different bats. I've got the Kingdom Come Superman. I've got the 1980s Kenner Superpowers action figure line Superman emblem that's been recreated exactly like that. Got that from a really good guy who'd had that mold laying around. That's really awesome to have that in the repertoire. I've got the Dawn of Justice bat, the Hush, the Arkham Asylum, Dark Knight Returns. I've got two different style Dark Knight Returns bats. I've got some Keaton emblems that can be done in resin for our Keaton builds that are coming down the road. Oh, spoiler! Or they can be done in urethane and contoured as they're curing onto a muscle chest. These suits and lay right so that they're not hard to lay. When you take something flat cured urethane and try to curve it, it's a little harder. So what I do with these emblems is get them cured up on a muscle chest. on the 3D print that I used for my master to build my molds. That way, they're going to lay perfectly on these suits when we get ready to glue it down. Lots more emblems coming. I've got a third Dark Knight Returns that has a little battle damage. I've got a nice, Derek, you're going to love this, a Hush / Jason Fabok / Rebirth.
Nice. I'm all about that.
Yeah, so that's going to be great. I've got a few others in the works as well. I've got a really exciting Green Lantern that we're going to be able to do and mix some stuff to make it glow in the dark. I don't think I've even dropped that on you yet, Derek. Yeah, so got a good friend who used to do some of this stuff and can't anymore because of some agreements he has with some folks, and he's teaching me a few tricks on the side. And so we're going to be able to make you a Green Lantern that's this dark emerald green, but will glow in the dark. Gonna have this Rebirth / Jason Fabok / it's like this really fat Hush, almost like the one you had on that prototype suit, Derek, but with that Rebirth gold edge around it. So that's we have our good friends over at Tool and Die Leather that we talked about before, Chris and Larissa. Chris and I worked together in a previous career, and Chris is doing some leather now on the side. Chris will work with us and with you to custom design any belt you want. For if it can be made of leather. If it can't, I've got a few in the works over here. I've got a 3D designer who's helping me out, and you mind if I just go ahead and spoiler something here? Derek, you care? So I haven't gotten this to wearable yet, but you guys all know that the Jason Fabok artwork is just fabulous, first of all. Got a cowl master back here on my table for a Jason Fabok cowl, but unlike everybody else, I'm going to be offering that nice, sleek, smooth version instead of the textured version that you're seeing everywhere else. But I'm not stopping because you can ask my wife, I get carried away with this stuff. I start deep diving, and I think I just heard her laugh. I start deep diving, and I'm like, ooh, I could do that. Ooh, I could do that. So thanks to Larry Levy, I hope Larry's listening somewhere, for this nice Jason Fabok 3 Jokers belt buckle. The Jason Fabok 3 Jokers belt was basically a Keaton belt with a different buckle. So I've got my straps cast in resin here on a Keaton belt that I got together, and we're going to put this Jason Fabok buckle on these resin straps and be able to provide you guys with a Jason Fabok 3 Jokers belt, complete with an adjustable buckle clip in the rear. Not happy there. I'm also printing the Jason Fabok 3 Jokers boot armor. So sometime in the next couple of months, because this does take some time to finish and prep and mold and crank out, guys, but you're going to be able to not just buy a Fabok cowl, but a full Fabok 3 Jokers setup. So if you want a full 3 Joker suit, Derek can make that outer suit for you. I'm going to crank out the muscle suit, send that to him. He works on the outer suit. I'm going to get your gloves. I'm going to get your belt. I'm going to get your boot armor and your chest emblem and your cowl knocked out. Derek, I think that covers everything but boots and cape, and I think you might be capable
that's what
of
I was about to
something.
say, and I do want to say shout out to a YouTube comment, Roberto Gonzalez. Hey guys, congratulations. Hey Roberto, really appreciate that, man. Definitely do. We will be doing capes as well. So I'll be able to offer, like I said, if you want something, just ask, and we can probably make it for you. But as far as the stuff that we will offer, just as kind of a default, I'll be able to offer a kind of Keaton style, comic style 8-panel cape. And then I'll also be able to offer, the guys in the YouTube crowd can see the basic suits that I have, both suits I have there, feature a Dawn of Justice Batflick style cape with the permanently sewn in pleats. I have acquired, at least in my opinion, the most screen accurate Batfleck style cape pattern from my good friend John Cody Jenkins, and I'm actually going to be going to be offering that same cape. So the same quality capes, hopefully the same quality capes, at least the same pattern. I can at least attest it's the same pattern. Well, John is, he's got more experience in the cape business than I do, but I think I'm doing all right. Anyway, we'll be offering the same capes that you've been able to get from John for all these years. I'll be able to offer that to you. So just like Nick Hahn, I hope I'm saying that right, and YouTube said, a one-stop shop for a fabric cosplay. Yes, and now I do want to put a slight clarification on what I said earlier about the custom suits. So like with the 3 Joker suit, obviously with the collaborative effort between Mike and I on bringing out all those pieces, that would not necessarily be considered a custom suit. That would be a suit that we offer as a complete package. We'll do that every once in a while, where we'll put together a suit and we'll call it like the Hush package, for example. So like, if I'm able to, because there's the fabric that I'm using for those trunks and that cape there on that basic suit is pretty rare. It doesn't come out very often, but I happen to know where I can get some. So theoretically, nothing promised here, but theoretically, if I'm able to get a hold of some of that fabric, I can say, okay, guys, we're offering the Hush package, and for a single flat rate, we're able to provide to you the cape, the suit, the belt from Tool and Die Leather, a cool custom emblem. You can get one from Tool and Die Leather or from Mr. Enoch himself. The trunks. I think that's pretty much everything. Gloves, or we can point you where you get some great gauntlets from our good friends at Alter Ego Studios, and we can point you to get some boots. But basically, like I said, a one-stop shop, and we'll do that every once in a while. We'll come up with a cool package, and it's something that we can offer to you guys in case you're like, man, there's too many options out there. Because I know I've had a few people that wanted to get together and work on a custom suit, and like, I don't even know where to begin. And we're more than happy to be a part of that creative process. But every once in a while, we'll just come up with something and just say, hey, look, we're offering this Rebirth suit, this 3 Joker suit, this Hush suit. Another project that I'm working on for Aaron Brooks, he gave me permission to say this, is a Daredevil suit. Kind of a mix between a comic style and the MCU TV show. So kind of a unique version of that. All sorts of things in the works. Wonder Woman, Wonder_Woman_CZ has asked about a Flash suit. Hey, if you want a Flash suit, we can certainly make you one. That's not a problem at all. And I think you also said Wonder Woman earlier. So I do want to bring this up because I have had a few people that knew about this beforehand ask if we will be offering suits for women. Possibly. Here's the issue when it comes to doing that. I'm more equipped to make a suit for a man because men are easier to please. Now, men tend to be is less variables to deal with when it comes to making cosplay suits, and also with like muscle suits and everything like that. You can make it to where it's pretty much one size fits most, and you can kind of custom tailor. It's a little easier. Okay, with women, we want to make sure it fits properly and want to make sure that we make it as best as we can. And I'm just not as familiar with it at this point. So if one of these lovely ladies would like to get a my wife's calling me out there, careful, yeah. If one of the ladies would like a female cosplay suit, be more than happy to look into that for you. But just so you know that at this point, that's not something that we're offering as a default. But again, we'll do whatever we can to make that work for you. Try to think if there's anyone else that asked about specific thing. Cosplay packages support all small businesses as it should be done. Yes, that's exactly the mentality here, because there's a lot of competition in the cosplay community, and some of it's fun. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with a little bit of competition, but people just take it too far. And the reality is, as confident as I am and Mike is in our respective skills, we recognize and are humble enough to admit that we are not the end-all be-all for everything. There are going to be some things that, that might be better for you to purchase it from someone else, or it might be something that maybe we can offer it, but it may not be to the quality that we would want we would want to offer, if that makes sense. And so we are all about supporting other cosplayers, other makers as well. You will see us doing some collaborations with other makers, such as Alter Ego Studios, our good friends of Mike and I both. There's all sorts of other guys that we are willing to kind of join alongside with, because again, if you want a suit from us, you just come to us and we will make it happen. If we can't make it for you, we will point you in the right direction. Between Mike and I, we've got a lot of experience and a lot of connections in this industry and in this community. We'll get you in your dream suit, whether we make it or not. And we want you, because at the end of the day, we want to be a service to the cosplay community and offer something that we think is missing. Not necessarily missing, but I think there's not quite enough of, and it is that collaborative effort that in that creative venture that cosplay is. It's not just about, well, do you really want that suit? Because I can't make that for you. Why don't I push you to make a suit that I make, or push you to buy a suit that I make? It'd be like, you know what? Hey, if this is the suit you want, like with the guy who was making who wanted the Superman suit, like that was a very I want, this bodysuit, this emblem, this style of cape. That's definitely not a conventional request, but hey, we'll make it work. However we need to do it. And Michael's about to take another paycheck or two from me. Hey, it's definitely one of those things where it's not cheap, but we try to be as competitive as we can. So, so here is let me unmute you real quick, Mike.
Just to reiterate what Derek said, he brought up that we've got friends that are makers as well, and that we're not afraid to lean on them. I'm the new guy in this game. I just happen to have been very fortunate to have a wife who has indulged me a lot more than probably most would have, to let me deep dive into this stuff. And I've been able to learn a lot. But the reason I've been able to learn a lot is because of some of these other makers. Tom and Phil over at Alter Ego Studios have provided so much guidance. Brian at Gotham Harbor Replicas has been invaluable in me just learning the rubber molding and casting process in the beginning. Larry over at Concepts, incredible guy, and has shared so much information. I saw Roberto was in our YouTube chat here a bit ago. Hi, Roberto. Roberto and I have chatted here recently now more than we had in the past, and just because we hadn't really had a chance to connect, and he shared some knowledge and some insight and some advice, and so I'm not afraid if you're wanting something that Derek can make the suit, but I can't make the emblem, or I can't make the cowl. I'm not afraid to just reach out to somebody else, say, hey, I'm going to send you this person. We're doing this for them. Can you take care of them? By all means, I'm making such good connections and building a brotherhood. And some of the old timers will remember the old Brotherhood of the Bat forums of old, when guys like Ed Farrell and Chris from Hell's Kitchen and Larry and Paul Roberts over at Artsy and those guys, and you hear these stories about how they all work together for the common goal. And I'd love to get back to that. I'm excited to kind of be a part of something like that, just with these connections I've built with Derek, with Tom, Phil, Larry, Brian, all these guys. So I'm not afraid to send you somewhere else if I can't do it. By all means, I will. And I'll let you know, okay, look, if you're looking for this is the best guy in the game. If his price is too high, this next guy is still really, really great quality. We'll definitely lean on everybody we've got in our network to make the suit that you want and the suit of your dreams. If it's not, like Derek said, if it's not something we can do, we'll point you in the direction of someone who can, or we'll work as a middleman on some aspects of it if we need to. We've got so many connections now that pretty much anything you could need for your costume, for your cosplay, for your bat suit, for your super suit of any kind, if we don't make it, we can get it. And we can do that either by sending you on to this person to get it yourself, or if you don't want to fool with it and you would like to get one box at the end with everything in it, you're just going to pay a little more shipping. Because if I have to go to Dave at Super Geek to get a sublimation dyed suit from him, you're going to pay the cost I pay Dave and the shipping to get it here, and then for me to glue that suit, because with that comes a risk of, if I screw it up, I got to buy another suit, and there's the labor to do that. But I'm not going to charge you 3 and 4 times what Dave would charge for the suit. You're going to pay an upcharge for me to take care of the back end of it. If you needed a set of gauntlets from Alter Ego, and I had some stuff coming from it anyway, I'm just going to say, hey guys, can you throw me another set of gauntlets in there? Here's the money. I can pack it up and ship it. Or Derek can pack it up and ship it with your stuff, depending on who's doing what. So we can offer that to, on certain aspects of it, to even go out and take care of it for you. If you just tell us what you want, we'll send you links, let you make up your mind if you want to make that one payment cool. Just keep in mind that, we pay fees on money coming in and not paying it on money going out. And so we'll have to incorporate all that. And that's the stuff we'll really have to work out on those chats that Derek was talking about, the Skype calls, but it's now a DH Cosplay webpage for this custom suit business. You'll be able to access Derek and I both right through the Facebook Messenger for that page. Or you can hit me on the Bat and the Cat page, because I know a lot of you are already following us there, and I can always just pull into that conversation if he needs to be in there. So anyway, just kind of wanted to chime in a little bit more on that there, Derek, that, we're to work with other makers. And, as a matter of fact, for me, that's one of the best parts of this game, is that I get to make those connections and work with other people who can do things that I can't do, or do things that I do, but do them a hell of a lot better.
Absolutely. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can see a QR code right above Mike's head. So it'd be like right here, right above Mike's head. You can scan that QR code. You can take a screenshot and your phone should scan it. Right there. As well as our really awesome logo that was an absolute accident. I was not even trying to come up with a really cool logo for this joint venture, but it just so happened that way whenever I made the reveal video. But in that link tree, and it will link to not only my social media and everything, it will also link to Mike's. And Mike, you currently still have your Etsy store, is that right?
Yes, I do currently have my Etsy store. To speak to that real quick, everyone will notice if you go to my Etsy store, the name of everything has changed. The name of every product now begins with Etsy fee price hike, new pricing for 89 boot covers. For those of you who don't know, Etsy has just gone up 30% on the fees that Etsy charges to sellers. So if we deal through PayPal goods and services, we pay about 3.5% fee plus a very nominal, it's less than $1 fee per transaction. Etsy's going to hit us 20 cents for the listing. They're going to hit us 3.5% to process the payment, and 6.5% now on the Etsy seller fees. Etsy is taking more than 10% of our money every time we make a sale. So a lot of makers are boycotting Etsy altogether. I decided not to do that. I decided to let people on Etsy know what was going on. They might shut my Etsy store down for it. I don't care, because frankly, Etsy, if you're going to be like that, they take the fees. They were already charging 5% plus the 3.5% payment processing fee. They decided to go from 5 to 6.5%. They gave us 6 weeks notice. So I'm not going to move it off of Etsy. I'm just going to stay on Etsy as long as they leave it there with instructions on how people can reach out to me to get the regular pricing. So I took that $500 basic muscle kit, bumped it up to $600. Took the $175 boot armor and bumped it up to $250. If you want to pay that, great. But if you want to reach out to me and get it at the old price, please do. And boycott Etsy. Reach out to your sellers on Etsy. Reach out to those sellers and say, hey, I know Etsy's charging you crazy fees. Let me buy this from you through PayPal. Do those sellers a favor. Help them keep some of the money in their pocket and not pay Etsy these absolutely outrageous fees.
Absolutely. And just so you guys know, I'm one of those makers that's boycotting Etsy. I did not have a page previously. So I have the luxury of being able to say screw Etsy. So I'm not going to be on there. Also because I'm going to be offering capes and suits and trunks, some higher priced items. Like those fees are just going to I'm already trying to be as competitive as I can with these prices. But if I have to add all those crazy fees on top of it. And Etsy's just not a good place to sell suits anyway, because lead times is where it gets tough. Because with Etsy, you have to ship within like 4 weeks. Well, most of the time on a suit, it's going to take longer than that. So it's tough. And so I will not be on Etsy. So I guess we should talk about how to order. Again, in that link tree there, it will that link tree there. It will have a link to my social media, which would include a Facebook page as well as my Instagram. So my Instagram is going to be kind of a blend of my personal cosplay page as well as the business page. The Facebook is just the business page. And Mike and I both have administrative access to that page. So if you send a message to that page, it goes to both of us. So if you're on Facebook and want to communicate with us, that's probably one of the best ways to do it. Of course, you can always message us on Instagram as well. It's never an issue. And how this is going to work is the products that we offer, or that at least that I'm offering on my end of things, is going to be in my story highlight at the top of my Instagram. So feel free to go follow me, D_H_cosplay at Instagram. And so it's going to be up there, as well as the current pricing. If Instagram will let me do that. Sometimes they're a little hairy about you having a price on there. If not, I'll just put a little thing on there saying message me for pricing. But if they let me, I'm happy to have my prices disclosed on there. So you can go on there and see the basic suits that we're going to be selling for $850. Again, for the first 5, it's $750. So just keep that in mind. So we'll have that listed on there. I'll have trunks on there. I'll have capes on there. Anything that I'm offering with the up-to-date pricing will be in my Instagram story highlights. So at the very top of my page, you can always check that out. Of course, if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out via message, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have. And also feel welcome to shoot me a message. We've been talking for a while. I'm slurring a little bit. I don't know what she put in this tea here, but must be twisted tea, which is actually pretty good. I like twisted tea. But anyway, feel free to shoot me a message. Be happy to discuss anything like that and work that out. We will be going through PayPal, and because it is a seller's page, that will be sent as goods and services, so you will be protected. You're not just sending some random guy your money and hoping you get a product. You're going to be covered by PayPal, and so there is protection there for you guys. So definitely you should feel safe to do so. Someone said Arkham Knight Cosplay, why don't you make an official site on Facebook? I did. It's on there. It will be in the link tree as well. It's not currently there because people go to my link tree quite a bit, and I wanted to wait until after the reveal to put all that on there. So after this video is done, I'll go in there and update the link tree. I'll have Mike's social media as well as mine, as well as the Facebook page. It will have a link to my PayPal. So how this will work, how it's going to work when you order a suit. You tell me what you want. If it is something that we offer that doesn't require any kind of customization, you'll have the price on there. I'll send you an itemized invoice for what it is that you're wanting, and then you can pay on it from there. Simple as that. Like I said, you're going through PayPal, goods and services, so you're completely protected. Against any kind of issues there. We'll get it shipped out to you. If for our international customers, we'll have to figure out the pricing for shipping a little bit, because shipping right now internationally is a little crazy, but we'll get that figured out for you. That's not an issue at all. And I cannot stress this enough. We are not strictly a bat suit maker. Any suit you want, you let us know. We'll make it work. I think Aaron said jokingly that JDF needs a new Power Ranger suit. Hey, dude, we'll gladly make you a Power Ranger suit. You just let us know. Yeah, we'll make you a Go ahead.
Yeah, Derek, how surreal is this, Derek? Just think about that. We're fielding some info and comments over here from Jason David Frank. For those of you who aren't up to speed on who JDF is, the OG green Power Ranger, white Power Ranger, and about 7 or 8 others, has been in more episodes than any other Power Ranger out there. I've met him a few times at cons, and absolutely one of the nicest guys ever. So we've got Jason David Frank sitting next to Aaron, who actually works with him, which is absolutely crazy that we've got a buddy that does that. Sending some love over to us. We've got Jim Balint on the Instagram Live earlier. We've got Karen Whitfield, the Bronze Age Batgirl, who toured with Adam West and Burt Ward for 7 years in our Instagram Live, and Karen's been there since the very first moment of this live today. She's a dear friend of mine and Lauren's, and Derek, I think we're looking forward to 2 weeks from now. BatChat's actually going to be live from Fayetteville Comic-Con. Derek won't be there, unfortunately. He'll be sitting in his mom's basement just like normal. Lauren and I will be actual featured cosplay guests at Fayetteville Comic-Con with a booth right next to Karen's. So you're going to get your Bat one-stop shop. You'll get Batman, you'll get Catwoman, you'll get Batgirl. You're going to get multiple versions of the Bat and the Cat that weekend. And I think 3 o'clock that Saturday, there's going to be a Batman panel, and that's going to turn into an episode of BatChat with myself, with Derek, with Karen's going to be on. We're probably going to have a couple of other folks there at the con on as well. I just need to confirm that before I drop that. But yeah, so how surreal is this, man? That we're sitting here, we're talking with Karen, and we're talking with Jim Balint, JDF, sending us love right in the middle of this thing when we're dropping our big announcement. Man, wow, Absolutely. Just wow.
And I think if I'm correct in this, I think I'm actually going to have Aaron with me that week too, because we're going to be doing some work on one of his suits. Custom personalized suit. I think I see a Wolverine in my future. Please let me make a Wolverine suit. Look, I'll be honest with you.
Wait for Wolverine.
He is. Listen, here's the thing, and I've said this to a few people who knew about this. I'll be honest, 90% of the reason I'm getting into the suit business has nothing to do with the fact that I just want to make money doing cosplays. I want to build some cool suits that I would never build for myself. Like, for instance, the one that Aaron did, the one I did for Aaron, I should say, I would have never, ever made that for myself. Not because it's bad. I love the suit. It looks really cool. I'm just not that creative. Like I'll probably only wear our basic suits just because I'm like, it's Batman. It's good enough for me. So that's just me. I'm kind of basic in that way, but I love that collaborative effort. I've got another friend of mine who's working on a suit that I just never would have thought to make one like that. But now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, okay, this looks really cool. A Wolverine suit? Hell yeah, dude, I'll make you a Wolverine suit. You let me know. We'll hook you up, my friend. It's the weekend of the 29th, so you'll be there in person. Yeah, Aaron will be here with us. Hopefully not running Karen off. You dudes, this is epic. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. JDF, I did a White Ranger logo for him a few years back. Hey, I'm telling you, you might need. We might have to get another one made for him. JDF, if you're watching, dude, I'll make you a Power Ranger suit. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be opposed to jumping on here and having JDF and doing a non-bat chat. How cool would that be?
Yeah, absolutely. Am I that friend, Derek? Yes, Chuck Mack, you are. I didn't want to reveal that, but yes. Not that I should say it like that. Not that I didn't want to reveal I was working on a suit for you. I thought you wanted to keep that under wraps, but I guess we're not talking about the design itself. And we also have a Fearless suit coming up. Yeah, Aaron, I mentioned that earlier, how we're making a Daredevil suit for Aaron. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, well, Derek, I'm Wolverine Heights, so hey, you and me both, buddy. I'll definitely make you a Wolverine suit. This is exciting. So, okay, let's get back to brass tacks a little bit, and again talk about the promotion that we're running. for you guys because a few people have showed interest in this. So for our good luck finding a Smurf-sized mannequin. Oh God. You're not that short. I mean, whatever. That was good. So, okay, here's how this is going to work, guys. So, the promotion we're running is for our basic bodysuits. And again, just to clarify what we're saying, I'm going to go back to showing that suit, showing an example of the basic suit. So, what you're seeing on the screen right there, that's our basic suit. It's a single color bat suit. Now, someone mentioned Robin. If you're wanting a Robin with like green legs and green sleeves or something like that, let me know. We can figure that out. But for a basic single color suit, we can do it in. Mike's mic there because it was feedback a little bit there, or it's feeding back a little bit. We can do a blue one if you want Superman. Several different color shades of blue we can do. You can do obviously different grays for different suits. You can do black. You can do green, red. I mean, any color suit you want to do. Yellow for Wolverine, Joel. Any kind of suit you're wanting to do from that basic price. Our normal price is $850 shipped in the continental U.S. Yeah, the continental U.S. So within the lower 48, $850 shipped. But for the first 5. You're getting $100 off, so $750 shipped for our basic suits. For our custom suits, let us know. I'm sure we can offer a little bit of a promotion there for you as well. It's just hard to guarantee that because depending on what you're wanting, we don't know what the custom price is for your suit yet because we don't know what you want yet. So shoot us a message. But for the first 5 basic suits, $100 off. And we're also going to be offering capes at a slightly discounted rate, not $100 off, but a slightly discounted rate. Shoot us a message if you want some more questions about that. Offering trunks, like basically, for the first 5 suits is going to be the $100 off. But for the first few capes, first few trunks and everything, we just want to thank you guys for supporting us and supporting our business and everything. So we're going to pass off some savings to you guys and it'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, that QR code at the top left-hand side of the screen, so it's above my head this time, will link to all our social medias, and you can check us out there and get it done. Again, we would definitely prefer you not buy through Etsy because it's way more expensive. Just don't do it. Shoot us a message directly. Be more than happy to get that done for you. Keith from Arkham Workshop should have a child-sized mannequin. Yes, he does. Man. So, does anyone have any questions? We had a few things that we were going to talk about that we're going to be working in the near future, but I think we're going to save that. We're going to wait till a little closer to time on that. But if anyone has any questions about different things that we're offering, now is the time to ask. Like I said, guys, if you want it, shoot us a message. If we can't make it for you, we will get it for you. Like I said, we want to be collaborators, creators, and curators for you. Whatever service you require. Sometimes guys are like, man, I'm fairly new to this business. I want to put together this suit, but I don't even know where to begin. Shoot us a message. We'll get you hooked up. Do you make rubber like suits? I'm thinking like Batman Begins, a double zipper or single. That's a good question about the double zipper or single. I'm assuming you're talking about the muscle suits. They are still double zipper. But I do stitch the zippers together. So when you go to zip them up, because if anyone's ever tried to zip up a muscle suit, it's a pain. So I do stitch those together, make them a little easier, but you still have two zippers. Now I want to have you do an Aquaman after Daredevil. Hey, I'm down for it. So I'll let Mike talk a little bit about the Begin suit and rubber suits, because that might be something in his future. So take it away, Mike.
So yeah, Begins is definitely something that I've got on my radar. There's very, very, very few Begins makers out there right now, and they all make them for someone 6 foot tall, 5'7" on a good day. been working with my buddy Brian over at Gotham Harbor. We've actually got a couple of things that he's been giving me a lot of guidance on. So the first thing I'm going to be rolling out is what I'm calling Keaton size: 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", 150 to 190 pound guys. Like myself, that 43, 44-inch chest, 34, 36-inch waist, somewhere in there, but not 6 foot tall. 1992 Batman Returns armor. Brian's been offering a whole lot of guidance, and that's actually in the works. Then from there, I'm looking at the 89 suit eventually. I'm looking at that Begins hard. These things do take time, guys. They take a lot of time. I rolled that muscle suit out in January, the foam muscle kit. I bought the first rubber to start making molds and pieces for that in November. And I had a week off work in December, and one of our kids tested positive in January, so my work quarantined me and sent me home for 25 days to work from home. So I was able to get a lot of stuff done to launch something like that in 2 months from start to finish. So these things do take time. Those muscles didn't require half of the prep work that a rubber suit does, because these things come off of a 3D printer. Because I am not sculpting with clay. I don't have the time to learn to sculpt with clay. I don't have the patience to learn to sculpt with clay. I'm going to put it on my 3D printer. Then we got to sand it down. We got to fill it with some Bondo or some resin, and we got to sand again and sand again. It's a very, very long process. For something like a cowl, I would estimate that after 5 days of printing a cowl, I'm going to put 60 to 80 hours of labor, an hour here, 30 minutes there, into that cowl to get it into something that I can start putting rubber on to make a mold. It's not a quick process. So if a cowl takes that much time, you can imagine what an entire body takes. So the returns is first, because I want a good return suit. I've got a really cool idea for a variation on that suit from towards the end of that movie. 89 might be up next, because I just really would love one that's made for a guy my size. And then after that, the Begins is definitely on the radar. Depending on the budget, the time, the space to do these things. I'm like Derek. Derek's working out of his office at his house. I'm working out of my garage. So hence the curtain behind me for you guys on Instagram, hiding all of the mess of the workshop right now. Those things are on the radar. But let's say someone came to me right now and said, "Hey, I want a Batman Returns. I want an 89. You know what? I can take care of your 89 belt. I can take care of your 89 boot armor. I can take care of your 89 glove armor and fins and gloves." With a good partnership with someone I've got going. And then I've got people I can go to for that 89 armor and that Batman Returns armor. I can get it, and if you don't want to assemble it yourself, I can get it here, pad my mannequin, do the exact same thing, because those things are not just gluing them down. You've got to coat the suit with latex and give it a surface to glue to, because the suit's supposed to be completely rubber. And let's face it, we want to be screen accurate when we can. So if you want to be screen accurate, you take a spandex suit, you coat it with latex, and you glue your armor to it. I vary a little bit from screen accuracy because I use urethane instead of latex currently. There's a learning curve with latex, because latex, when you put it in the mold, is going to be one size. When it cures and comes out of the mold, it's going to be smaller. There's some shrinkage there that I just haven't wrapped my head around yet. But
I understand.
So all of that stuff is available, guys. If you want an 89 or a returns, let us know. We can take care of most of it, down to getting that armor, getting the suit, and putting it together for you. All you'll have to do is go buy your, I'll have to track down a cowl, because my 89 cowl isn't ready yet. The returns, I'm leaving that to Brian at Gotham Harbor. His is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm not even going to try to compete with it. But all I have to do is call Brian up and say, hey, I need a returns cal. Boom, I've got a returns cal to put in your box. But we can take care of that. I'll build your suit for you. I'll get the armor if I'm not making it yet. So let us know. Reach out to us. If you can imagine it, we can probably get it done or connect with the people that we need to make it happen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I do want to say too, something that we've got in the works. By the way, there's a lot of shrinkage jokes in the YouTube comments, so I appreciate that.
Jump out of YouTube, so Derek, you shouldn't give them easy fodder.
Yeah, that's true. So one of the things that we are working on in the near future is some custom textured fabric as well, because there's a lot of really cool characters and some variations of Batman that I particularly like that I would love to be able to offer. At this point, we just can't. So there is a lot of stuff here that we are wanting to do. Mike is working on different types of rubber suits. Like you said, I'm working on trying to source some custom textured fabric and maybe even being able to offer that at some point. So definitely something that that we are looking for. So again, if there's a suit that you're wanting to do, you let us know, and we'll do whatever we can to make it happen. And there might be a situation where we're like, hey, look, that's in the works. We want to do it, but maybe not be able to do it quite yet. So if you want to be a part of that collaborative effort, because something else that I was not even aware of, and a Contract Closer just brought up a really good point. That's actually a good segue for what I was about to get into. You're not doing women's suits, but you will do women's cowls. We will do women's suits. It's just that's not something that we're going to be offering as a default. That would be a custom commission. Be more than happy to work with you on it. I didn't articulate that very well because I was kind of walking on eggshells and crashed all over and made omelets all over the floor. So I'll admit that was dumb on my part. But we will offer women's suits. Those will just be a custom commission. Just let us know, and we'll get lots of measurements and everything, and make sure that we get it fitting you just the way you want. I will say this though, at this point, and I don't know, Mike, if this is even in your wheelhouse. There are a few makers, really just one that I know of, that make muscle suits for women. If that is more the long lines of what you're looking for, I might have to send you over to Jose for that, because at this point I don't know if we've got the foam muscles that we currently offer. I don't think we have those in female size or proportions. Maybe if that's something you really want, might be able to look into that for you, but that might be a situation we might have to send you somewhere else for that. But for a custom fit, custom tailored suit, yeah, if you want one, we'll hit you up for that. As far as women's cows, that's going to be more Mike's side of the world. But I do want to bring this up about custom commissions. If it's something that is not currently offered and it's something that we're able to produce, just maybe not yet, be more than happy to do that for you and have you involved in that process. One of our good friends, makers here, Alter Ego Studios, they've had several several products like that, like the 25-inch fabric cowl that they offer. That was a custom commission by Brian Seal. He wanted this cowl, but no one made it in the size that he wanted. So basically, it was a situation where they're like, okay, here's how much it cost us to produce that. And we'll be transparent with you. Like, this is what it would take in order for us to produce this product that you're wanting. You have an option at that point to be a part of that process. And one of the things that that Brian did was he got together with a bunch of other big melon guys who needed some heads for their big old noggins, and said, hey, look, let's all get together and all throw in to get this cowl. And they were able to get that cowl at a good rate and able to get it custom sized to you. It's kind of what we're going to be able to do for you. So if you are a young lady and you're needing a cowl, we'll figure out what it would take to get that done and try to get that done for you. If there is a suit that you are wanting that maybe requires a certain kind of textured fabric that maybe it is available, but you have to buy it all the way in France and it takes forever to get here and everything. Maybe you don't want to go that route. Okay, well, we can produce that, but here's what it would take to get that done. And you can, again, be a part of that process. And, it's always, the more people you get involved with that, the cheaper it's going to be. So, for instance, a suit that's very close to my heart that I'm wanting to do, that I think is, I say it's going out of style. It may not be, but I'm a big Batfleck fan. Always have been, always will be. And I really want to produce my own Batfleck suit because no one has done it the way I'm wanting to do it. Not that I'm trying to make one that's the most screen accurate or anything. There's just like I want to do my own Batfleck suit. Well, there's a lot of pieces of that process. So if it's a situation where at this point we're not able to offer that because the textured fabric is just not something we have right now, but if I get 4 or 5 guys that say, hey, we would love to get a Batfleck suit from you, okay, well, let's kind of move forward on that, because otherwise it's going to be a passion project for me that might get pushed to the side and may not even be able to offer within a reasonable time frame. So again, if you've got a suit you're wanting to do, just ask us. That might be something we're working towards anyway. And if not, it might be something we'll do anyway for you. So just ask, and we'll be more than happy to try to get it done for you. I'd be interested in your DOJ suit. Hey, that's one. That's great. Can't wait to get my final piece from Mike for, All right, 2. We need a few more guys. Okay, we got 3 over here, 30 over here. I can't do the auctioneer talk, but can't wait to get my final piece from Mike for my DKR cosplay. Yeah. Are you making T-shirts for where I shop coming? 2 big cons here in Sweden would be nice to put on my girlfriend and myself. You know what? We don't currently have some, but absolutely, if you want some T-shirts, we'll get some T-shirts. I will say that at least from the suits, there are some goodies that come with the suits that a lot of other makers don't offer. They're freebies for you guys, but we just want it to feel like more of an experience whenever you get these things. And one of those freebies that we threw around the idea of is getting some custom T-shirts made. So it's actually kind of funny because Mike and I were talking about that the other day. Like, man, what about doing this? And hey, now that we know you want them, hey, Mike, after we get off this call, let's design some T-shirts and get that out for you guys. I would love to do, because I think RPC Studio does that, or at least they did at one point, where every suit you got came with a T-shirt. You know what? You buy an $850 suit from us, we can send you a T-shirt. That's the least we can do. We can figure that out for you for sure. A cowl holder and so forth, possibly. I will say, if you want a good cowl stand, you might hit up the guys over at Alter Ego Studios. Let's see. Big announcement. I'll be contacting you guys later about a Legend of the White Dragon suit. The suit from JDF's new movie coming out next year. Awesome. I'll sponsor that. Hey, awesome. Tool and die leather. That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you guys. Big support from Germany. Thank you so much. Now I want a T-shirt. I'll get you a T-shirt, Aaron. I'll get you one. We'll get to ordering one. We've got a great logo. I do want to talk a little bit about the origination of that logo. It was a complete accident. When I was making the teaser to announce the video, I did, because for those of you that were paying attention, Mike and I both dropped our individual logos at the same time. Yes, that was definitely intentional. And so I was like, okay, let's drop it around the same time. And then bam, my logo, bam, Mike's logo. And then when I put them on top of each other, I was like, oh, that's awesome. So things are always better when Mike's on top. What can I say? I think that's a really cool logo. We might have to get that on some T-shirts. I think it'd be awesome. And the logo is awesome. I want a shirt.
Yeah, the logo is awesome.
We'll get you a shirt. Trust me. We'll get one.
So, Derek, you don't know, Lightsaber is in the YouTube chat here.
Mm-hmm.
He's also known as Saber Paul on Facebook. He is a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling us he'd be happy to design a shirt. So yeah, Paul, glad you're in here. I keep seeing Christian Lund pop in here. He's our Arkham Knight cosplay. Christian's just a great guy I've gotten to know over the last couple of months. Looks like Mark Scharf is over here on Instagram wanting a shirt as well. Got a contract closer. My good friend Liz from my college days when I was an old fart, went back to school here just a few years ago, says do it on the T-shirts. She brought up the question about female cowls. I will tell you that the next cowl we will release at the Bat and the Cat will be a custom cowl that the design has been tweaked with input from the 3D designer, so that this is a complete custom design, curves, everything for us, and it is going to be a ladies cowl. Not gonna talk about the inspiration behind it just yet, but we're definitely going to be able to show that off here in the next few weeks. So yeah, we will, have a couple of ladies cowls. Obviously, you can probably put together 2 and 2 as to what type of cowl, since it's the Bat and the Cat cosplay. I know we've got at least one on the design board that can also be done in, anything we do in rubber can be done in multiple colors. There's another project that I'm really excited to announce to you guys, but I'm hammering out the last couple of details, getting some permission for some stuff that hasn't been made in a while that I might be able to make soon, for the ladies. So that's going to be really exciting. Some people are going to be really excited about this particular piece being offered again.
Nope.
Honestly, I other than the pieces I'm buying for my cosplays that I don't make, I'm not making any money at this. Every dollar's going back into the new stuff I'm developing. My guys down at Reynolds Advanced Materials, Joel over here in the chat is works at Reynolds Materials now. Joel's a great guy. He works in a warehouse there, and I keep him busy, usually every week to 10 days with a fairly sizable order to pack up for me. And so since we're talking about that, I've just got to show you guys, I hope it comes through. Every time I get something from Joel, that comes in a little baggie, I get this beautiful artwork. I'm going to try to get it where you can see it. Joel draws, so this one in particular is my shot of my Batman crouched in an alley. And he sketched that out with a Sharpie on the bag. So Joel is just the greatest. Those guys over there, I joked with Jared and Kevin at the front desk that they answer the phone. Hey guys. Hey Jared. Oh, hey Mike. I mean, their eyes light up over the phone when they hear my voice, because they're like, yeah, we're paying the light bill this week. Mike's on the phone. So, it takes money, it takes time to develop these things, but yes, we're going to eventually have a lot of stuff. A part-time gig for me, and it needs to be a little more part-time than full-time, like it has been. But yeah, we're, like I said, if it's something I'm not making yet, but somebody is, we'll find it. If it's not something Derek can do, if it's not something I can do, we'll find somebody who can. That at the end of the day, we want to help you get that dream suit for whatever you're doing, and that's what we're going to do. Liz says we need hats too with our logo.
Of merch. I think someone, I think it was actually Mark, said thongs for everyone. What if we got a thong with our faces on it? No, probably not. Mark actually said on Instagram, I keep going back and forth with different chats, it's awesome seeing you guys go hat to hat with Unmasked Studios, Napier's, etc. You deserve it. I do want to say this real quick. Will is a great friend at Unmasked Studios and has been a absolute huge help in doing this. So I don't really see us so much as competitors. I understand why some people might think that, and yeah. Would it be nice to be able to, be a little friendly competition with Will? sure. But honestly, I love Will to death. He's a great guy, great resource, and again, a huge help to me getting started with all this. And that's something that Will has the mentality that I think a lot of other makers really need to kind of get behind. And that, hey, look, we're all in this together. And the reality is, Will can't make a suit for everyone. He's only one dude at this point, so there's gonna be some things he just can't do or whatever at certain times, and so I really I don't know if he's watching this. I know he's watched this from time to time, but absolutely love Will Mass Studios, and Bruce over at Napier's is a great guy as well. So I don't know if we're necessarily in competition or not. It's just different strokes for different folks, and so. And Will, I will definitely say this, for certain suits, if for certain kind of texture fabrics, because Will has got a great relationship with his screen printer and has a ton of custom textured fabrics that he offers. There may be a situation where, if you need something a certain way and like, hey, look, I can't do this, but my good friend Will Mass Studios can do it. Tell him Derek sent you. He'll take good care of you. I definitely don't mind doing that from time to time. But really, really great guy. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. We're not in we're not antagonists. We're definitely good friends, and I really would love to have him on here. In fact, I don't know if he's still in here, but I know Saddle Up was in the Instagram chat, and really appreciate his support as well. And I'm looking to have him on very soon, and I think if we can get our schedules to line up, I would love to have a chat with him and Will together, because I know they've collaborated on several really cool suits, so it'd be great to have them both together. Hey, Mike, I've dealt with both of you guys. I'm so happy with your success. Hey, that's awesome. Cue High School Musical song. We're all in this together. I knew you were going to say that. I shouldn't have even. I made it too easy for him again, Mike. Man. So, is there anything else that we need to?
You just you walked right into it.
Is there anything else that we need to address while we're here? Because we've been going on for a little over an hour and a half, and from the looks of it, we're about to be on this call for a little bit longer because apparently we need to design some merch.
Right. No, I think we've covered it all. I think we've covered it well. But anybody who has any questions can reach right out to us, and we'll be glad to chat with them. I know everybody's probably tired of listening to us now at an hour and 40 minutes into this thing. And so yeah, let's wrap it. Let's call it done, and then let's connect a little later and discuss the shirt idea and kind of where we're going from here. I've got to get the wife out for some dinner here shortly, and I haven't gotten anything done in the workshop today other than photographing a bunch of fire sale, slightly flawed stuff to post on Facebook. I needed to pour a cowl. I might just wait till in the morning because it's not going to get done tonight anyway and finished. So, sorry folks listening that are waiting on them, but I'm almost caught up. I'm like 3 or 4 away from being caught up, other than a couple of one-offs that some folks that don't need them right away because they've got some other stuff coming from me that's going to take a little longer anyway. So yeah, let's let them reach out. Let's call it a day. You and I can connect a little later and, voice message back and forth like we normally do. Thanks again to everyone that tuned in, everyone that jumped in here and, was so supportive and so happy for us at the beginning of this thing today and throughout. And, just seeing a few folks that have hung in here with us now, even on Instagram, Karen, my beautiful wife, Lauren, the cat, and Liz have all hung in here since the beginning of this thing with us. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Karen is just a dear friend, and we have really, really enjoyed getting to know her, and I think you're just going to love her in a couple of weeks when we get to have her on as part of that Comic-Con experience, Derek. I think you're going to absolutely adore her as well, and you guys, everybody tune in then. Tune in afterwards on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Play it over again on YouTube. Let know what you want to see on BatChat in the future. Well, I guess We didn't really discuss that other thing about BatChat, did we? I guess I've kind of said a few things here because you and I have kind of been talking about it. So, Derek, what's the last announcement of the day?
Mike is coming out. No, he is going to be joining. I don't know why you wanted me to say that. So anyway, guys, those of you that have been watching BatChat for a while now, you know that Mike has been my guest. This is like third or fourth time at this point, and obviously because of the collaborative effort, mute his mic there so it's not feeding back as much, but the collaborative effort with the suits and everything, I'm very proud to announce that Mike is going to be coming on as a co-host for BatChat. There are going to be some weeks where he's not going to be here, but for those of you that don't like Mike, I'm sorry. He's going to be a more permanent fixture on here. All the episodes he's on tend to do really well, and so it's going to be a lot of fun have him on here as a co-host. I think it's only fair considering we're doing this business together. I'm very, very excited about that. And we have a very special guest 2 weeks from now. We already kind of talked about it, but Miss Karen's going to be on, and very excited to have her, and just get a little different perspective, because I mean that's a make sure the mute button works. Yeah, it's just a different perspective because of the little bit of a generation gap there. That's a age of Batman fans that I think are going to be really excited, because she's got Bronze Age Batgirl. Like, that's going to be really cool to have her on and talk about her experience touring around with Adam West and Burt Ward. I'm sure she's got some fun stories as well. That's going to be fun to hear. And again, we're going to have Aaron here as well on my side of things, and absolutely throwing everything into chaos, which is going to be fun. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You jerk, I'll be in Cuba during the Karen BatChat. Oh, man. Well, you can always watch it after the fact. And by the way, for those of you that are watching this, I guess I'll go ahead and draw this to a close. Thank you guys for watching this episode of BatChat. I do apologize about the audio issues we were having. It was just the nature of the beast, considering we were doing this live on YouTube and on Instagram. There's not really a perfect way to do that, unfortunately. So it did cause some weird audio issues. Hopefully, it was still legible for most of it. So you can always go back and check this out on YouTube, as well as Spotify and Apple iTunes podcast. I'll make sure that it's uploaded. And Buzzsprout, I'm telling you, if you don't send this out, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know where you are. But hopefully it'll be out there so you guys can listen to it. And thank you guys for everyone who's watching this on Instagram. Live Like a Batgirl. That's awesome. Co-host, looking forward to joining BatChat. Hey, we're very excited to have you as well. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Roberto Gonzalez, good luck, guys, and excited to see what designs come up with. Always nice to see other makers. Absolutely, man. Be great to have you on here. And I don't know if it was you or someone responded to your comment about having you on BatChat in the near future. I'd be down for that. If you're down, love to have you on. Be a lot of fun. And so it was Batastic news. Looking forward to see you dudes again. Hey, looking forward to seeing you guys again. Go check the link tree. That's in the QR code right above my head here on YouTube. You can also check the link tree in my bio, which is D_H_cosplay on Instagram. Link is in the description below if you want to check that out. The link tree will link you to, after I get it set up, because again, I needed to keep this secret, but it'll link to Mike's Instagram as well as the Facebook page that we both run for DH Cosplay. Shoot us a message there to order a suit. Again, our first 5 basic suits are $100 off. So it'd be really, really fun to get you guys in those suits, and as well as whatever else we can offer. Anything you guys want, you let us know. We'll make it happen for you. Mike, do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, that's it. I just, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I won't be on next week. I'm crunching for that con in 2 weeks, trying to work out something last minute here on a couple of suits that were already planned, and I might have a special surprise for that weekend. If it all comes together, I've got some stuff coming next week that I'm excited about. That just kind of came together at the last minute that might debut not 2 but 3 suits that weekend that haven't been out in public yet. And so, yeah, just, guys, let us know what we can do for you. I always enjoy being on BatChat. I look forward to being on here on a almost permanent basis, balancing work stuff and family stuff and BatChat now. So, it's great, Derek. I appreciate the friendship, appreciate the invite to become a regular part of BatChat. Absolutely would love to have Roberto on here. Would love to have Will on here. Let's see if we can do a Green Ranger episode, Aaron, if you can get that worked out for us with your buddy JDF over there. Maybe we can do that at some point. Talk a little bit of non-bat stuff for a week, just because JDF is just an awesome human being all around. One of the best guys you'll ever know. I've been following him for years through his career and then through his social media. And like, if there's one guy I could be like if I ever got to the point that I was famous, it would be JDF, because he's just a phenomenal guy. So yeah, would love to have a chance to chat with him on here. Looking forward to Karen in a couple of weeks. So but other than that, guys, as always, we're here 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. confused time for BatChat every Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel.
That's my line, but whatever. We'll figure out your role. Let's not forget who the co-host is here, my friend. No. Well, thank you guys, and yeah, as Mike said, with a lot more finesse than I normally would. Feel free to join us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you guys later.